Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Crusader Kings. I'm Strategical Gamer, and another quick disclaimer before this episode starts. I won't be able to do an exceedingly long episode because I'm expecting someone, and I'll obviously have to end it when they come. I could also edit it in. I don't know. I haven't decided what I'm gonna do yet. It depends how long, how long it is. Anyway, with that out of the way, here is our character. Um, you know, uh, we managed to get the the second island of Albany, as you may have seen in the last episode. He's in fact 12 years old. It's Kalel, which is not bad, not bad. We need to start thinking about marrying him, as as I'm sure you're aware. But the things that are the people that the computer is suggesting that I marry is not really advantageous for us at the moment. So I might wait a bit longer. It depends. So yes, and also we in fact had a war with the Isle of Man, the Count of the Isle of Man, as you could see here. Um, and it was in fact a holy war. So, it was a war between pagan and Christian, us being pagan, obviously. Um, Now, I lost that war, unfortunately, but I've still managed to keep the claim over the over the territory, and therefore, can my other characters can inherit if this one dies, um, which will probably work out in the long term better for us, because we'll be able to gather more troops as a result. So basically, our liege here wants to institute a high tribal organization. I thought he had already done that. I thought he'd got to absolute. I don't understand why it's doing that again, but hey ho. And again, um, my my overall strategy for the next couple of turns is to consolidate our position and try and hold out for as long as I can, really. Does he have any children? He does have children, so there'll be no point to doing that. Excuse me, this is the boring and arduous task of trying to find a suitable match for my sister, as you may or may not already noticed. I hadn't really thought of a suitable match for her. I'm gonna try and do it locally. If I'm at all honest with you, this is because, as I've already mentioned before, if we can get local nobility into our family, then there's a greater chance of us getting titles as time goes on. What? I'm at war? Right, I'm gonna have to come back to that and find out what's going on there. Because I shouldn't be at war for some reason. Ah, he's at war, okay. Why is he at war? Why? Oh, it's a revolt. I love how this doesn't actually, it's a revolt for Orkney independence. Okay, well we can easily crush that. I didn't even know there was a war on. I'm a terrible ruler, apparently. Hang on, but we control these islands. So, okay. I'm not even gonna question. So, I'm gonna raise a force here. And a small fleet. Tell the army to board. And then I'm gonna sail across to my other island quickly. Quickly. Raise that force there. So we will have a total of, raise the fleet there as well. Probably too many boats actually, thinking about it. Merge two fleets. Where's the merge button? There it is. So that's the two armies merged and two fleets merged. And we're going to do a particular nasty blow to this particular person here. And I didn't actually realise that this was under the control of my liege, so I could potentially say to my liege, can I have the duchy please, as time goes on, which I will probably ask him for. Still that claim, okay. We're gonna go. Ah, this could be a slight problem. Yes, indeed, that could be a problem. Hello, and I'm back. For me, it's been a couple of days, but for you, it'll be a matter of moments, I suppose. But I just had to get myself oriented with the current situation, and yes, as I said, I completely underestimated the sort of size of this garrison force, so I might have to bring my troops back and then lower them and let my liege do the heavy lifting, so to speak. So here we go. This is the problem with not actually looking at your troops, troop numbers, which is annoying to say the least. Okay, I gotta say, I feel quite stupid at this point, really. Always sort of generally not good. And now I'm probably going to run into debt a little bit because of the lack of sort of funds that we have, really. Which is always fun, obviously. Speed up time just a little. We're gonna sail back to our home island here, and then we're just gonna disband the troops, and perhaps re-raise them in a moment or two, to basically get in the good books of our liege. Fine, I don't really care at this point. I just want to get rid of the armies diminishing our treasury. And it looks like he's actually going to win this revolt, which is slightly annoying for obvious reasons, but it can also be counted as like really a rough. Okay, that's fine. I don't mind rough. Yes, I've got to put the patent trait. Go me. again, probably no suitable. Oh, maybe. He's Polish though. What's he the heir to? Okay, he's the heir to a county in Poland, as you can see there. And I'm sorry for the lack of commentary at the moment. I'm actually going to accept that proposal, actually. Because Poland becomes a powerful yeah, what was I going to say? A powerful country. In the very near future. And I get a prestige bonus for that, so I'm okay with that. That sorts out our prestige problem. And I'm very sorry for the slow frame rate, or the sort of very slow processing at the moment. I'm actually trying to I'm running a program in the background that processor intensive, so CPU intensive. So yeah, that's probably why you're going. That's probably why there's a bit of lag. But hopefully it shouldn't be. It should be minimal. But I just want to make you guys aware of that, just in case. And I think this guy is the. Okay, he's the heir to. Oh, this little section of Denmark, Heligoland, and and again, I'm pretty okay with that, to be perfectly honest with you, because at the moment we just need the prestige and all that good stuff. So I'm okay with this. Oh, I only get one prestige out of it. Okay. So yeah, I mean, I don't quite know. Oh, we are now winning the war, so my liege is actually bothering to come over and sort out his dominions. And the next move for us, I suppose, is to try and secure our position on the Isle of Man here. I know it's a sort of pointless little island in terms of manpower at this point, but where is this? Again, where is this? Oh, that section there. Okay. And that's probably a good idea, actually. Because later on, you know, I can move on into Norwegian nobility and hopefully grab some territory over there. But I have just noticed that it is a rebellion. Now, whether they are actually going to win this rebellion is another matter entirely. It looks like they are, but it's always a risky move doing it, to be honest with you. Siding with the character that is you know, going to that is involved in a rebellion. But I'm kind of tempted to go with this particular character because she's got a 5% increase in fertility, and she's 18, and it means that we could potentially have lots and lots of children. However, I need to inspect her stats a bit more closely, it seems, just to double check. Okay, that's fine. No. Yes. Daughter. Thank you. Let's look at the succession. So it's elective gravel kind, which is kind of good for us because it means that we could potentially sort of become involved as time goes on, but we'll see. I think it's a toss-up between, excuse me while I try and get this going, it's a toss-up between this character here, because she's got pretty good traits, and her fertility. Oh, I'm sold. That's it. I'm actually sold because I didn't realise this. She's like got a 5% fertility bonus. She's humble. Content. I'm not too sure about the content. Charitable. Gregarious, which is always good. And kind. And I've just also noticed that her stat line is pretty good, actually. She's got 22 chancellorship. So she's definitely a person that I want to approach for marriage. Right, why are we playing this game again? Because my regent doesn't approve. Why doesn't my regent? God damn it! I hate this regent. Regency is so debilitating. Next time, I'm gonna change my successor for, like, if I end up in a regency again. And she's probably married right now. I need to keep an eye on her and make sure that as soon as I can marry. She's 17 at the moment. I hope to God she doesn't get married. Please don't get married. Please don't get married. Please. Please. Yes! Woo! Oh, fuck you! She's married. She is bloody married. Why do you do this to me, game? Why do you taunt me in this way? Oh, shit balls. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck you. This is all your fault. This is all your fault. I should have you killed. What's your name? Escal. You should be bloody killed. Or Iska. Or whatever. You know, this is not really, really good for us right now. You will pay dearly for this. Okay, she's got a 10 facility. Her stats are pretty rubbish though. She could be a decent spy master. Fuck it, I'm gonna go for it. Arrange the marriage. Hang on, before we do this, is there anyone that's sort of kind of better? What does she have to get? Why does she have that? Does he not have any children? He does have children, and the successor laws. It's elective gravel kind, so that's why she's got all these claims. Yes, we are definitely going to try and approach this individual. Her health is improved by plus 50, which is fine. She's envious, which is not so great. Gregarious, which is awesome. Really, I don't see that as a bad trait necessarily. She's greedy, which is, but she's shy, so there could be a problem in the bedroom. But we'll see. No, this is not the same person I was looking at. Oh, god damn it. It does help if you actually look at the names, Kyle. I apologize for this, by the way. It was this individual. So what relation is he to her? Oh, she's a sibling. Okay. Okay, now I get it. So I'm just double checking those stats again. I was pretty no, let's see. Sorry guys, I'm gonna probably cut this out of the said bits and pieces. No, that is the same person. Yeah, that is the same person. Okay. Like, the problem with this game is, essentially, all the names sort of, is similar, so I get confused sometimes. Okay, so she will marry me because I am a ruler. Marry me! And I get a huge prestige boost because he's in fact a Jarl. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Whoop whoop, we are married. And I will take the prestige bonus, thank you. Okay. So we get a 50% boost. And we need to pick an ambition. So let's do that. What's our martial skill? Yes, I will improve my martial skill. Oh. Bring me children. Bring me sunshine. Oh. Better not sing the rest of that in case of copyright and all that good stuff. Okay. Oh, for God's sake, he's ill. Please don't die. I can't have you dying. Please don't die. Please don't die. Really, please don't die. Now, in the old games, oh, thank God he's alive. In the old games, if you were ill, that was dead cert. You were almost certainly going to die. Thankfully, they took those values down a bit, and it's basically less of a lottery now whether you were going to live or die. So yeah, I mean that that is a welcome change really. And the faction is to lower tribal organisation. I don't think I'm going to do it now. To be perfectly honest with you, I'm quite happy with what the situation is at this moment in time. Right. And what I'm doing here, I was just double checking the decisions I had for myself, to see what I could do in the near future. Not a lot, to be perfectly honest with you. So we need to at least have 200 goals to create the Duchy of Orkney, which I'm now going to pursue relentlessly, because then I'll be able to get a de jure claim on the outer island of Orkney. I can't remember its name, and I can't be bothered to find out either, because I'm lazy. But you know what it is, and that's always good. I will speak about certain geographical locations. Um, whose piece is coming up soon? Oh, shit balls. Okay. How many men does he have at his disposal? Not very many, I don't think. I take that back. My Chancellor is dead, obviously, I think, possibly. He is probably dead, let's have a look. Yeah, he is dead. He died a natural death at the age of 65. Not a bad age in this day and age. Not a bad age indeed. So the next thing we need to do, obviously, is appoint a new Chancellor. And we only have one available, and he's shit. They're both really crap. Why is this? Why are you both really pants? Oh, I made the decision. What's the important decision? Invite a noble to your court. Or no. Go on a grand hunt. Well, again, no. What is that again? Audibility. Oh, it's a ceremony. Okay, that's fine. I'm good. I'm good. I can sacrifice. Sacrifice to the gods, but I'm not going to at the moment because, as I said, our aim really here is to get the Duchy of Orkney under our belts, and then once that happens, oh my god, my wife is pregnant. Once that happens, I will become the de facto sort of duke or petty king of the Orkney Islands, and then I will then be able to marry into much more bigger and prestigious families as a result. And I know this episode is probably going to be very long because I'm going to take it on to what I recorded first. But I hope you guys understand and enjoy. And also, at this point, I'm gonna I know I tell you ask you guys a lot of things. Lovely. We have a son. This is always good. Bo the second. Okay. Not quite yet, game. Not quite yet. Yeah, I know. I asked you guys this a lot, but and I want to know how best to to improve my channel for you guys. My young wife. Ah, we get the trait lustful. Lose 10 gold and gain the trait lustful. Yes! My wife is pregnant. I'm all about the babies at this point. To secure my bloodline. Yeah, I want to basically improve my channel for you guys, not only in watchability, but that's fine. I thought you already approved such a thing. Ruby is a great warrior there. This man must be found. Yeah, I want to improve the channel not only for you guys, but like for other you know people as well. But you know, principally, another son. This could be a problem. Yavgar. Is that right? Yavan. I don't know. I'm terrible with pronunciation. And if you guys don't know, the reason why I struggle with certain words is because it takes me a long time to actually decode like the sort of the structure of the word, and it's sort of the rules that you've got to follow when sort of reading certain words, sort of thing. And I actually learnt to read fairly late, to be brutally honest with you, and that's caused me to basically be constantly aware of the rules of the English language when reading it, essentially. Even though I am English myself, obviously, and I did go to university. But, you know, it's a byproduct of not only my condition, but you know, bad education when I was younger. Like, because, unfortunately, the primary school that I went to was not really enlightened when it comes to the disabled children. They all sort of put you into a box, and sort of thought that your life was going to end up a certain way. Obviously, things are different now. But yeah, that's the reason, essentially, guys. I learnt to read at a very late age, and subsequently, I'm constantly sort of having to look at a word and actually sound out the sound sometimes, which is quite retarded. I know how that sort of sounds, but that is the case. But I managed to get my degree, and roses and sunshine and all that good stuff. But yeah. And I'm actually probably going to have to cut this episode a bit shorter than what I actually originally intended to. Which is a bit bit shit, to be honest. Right. Okay. Well, once we've got the duchy, then I can What happens if I have an odd number of titles? I didn't actually think this. Awesome. I love a bit of philosophy. My wife is pregnant. Now this could be a problem. We might need to transition as quickly as possible to a feudal society. For obvious reasons. But our income will go up at the same time, so... that kind of works out, really. Yeah, and I'm gonna let it get to basically 10 or the 11th century, and then I'm gonna call it a day, guys. I know this has been a longish episode. Another son. Awesome. Shouldn't that be Ivan? But okay. Oh well. My steward has died, apparently. And we have no eligible stewards, so at this point I am going to have to invite someone to my court. I lose a little bit of gold, but you know, it kind of needs to kind of happen. Look at his stats. Okay, his stats. Stewardship. Oh, they're 9. Oh no, 17 even. Awesome. That's awesome. Bollocks. I didn't actually mean to do that. And I'm going to do the same for the other island. And I actually can't for some reason, so that's a thing. I suppose. And I am actually going to build this market down because I kind of did actually realise that it's probably better in the long term because, like, essentially, you'll get more money. And this is about it, guys. I will never pay. Oh wait. After a long search, you found a fabled warrior. That being. Do you know what? I'll pay. Because we need the marshal, and the poor guy's down on his luck apparently. So I thought I'd, you know, be able to help him out, and it proceeds well apparently. And we gain one marshal. Okay. I was hoping for a bit more, to be honest, but it doesn't matter. We've still got a good amount of cash. And we're almost. Oh, and we've gained another marshal here. Okay, so that's the training concluded. I managed to get a decent amount of martial out of that, and we've actually fulfilled our ambition to improve our martial. Our martial is at 9 now, which is fairly decent. We've got fairly decent stats. He's an all-rounder really at this point. Yeah. Now we are going to look to become the marshal of our liege. And this is it. We're at the 9th century right now. So yeah, I think we've made some good progress. We haven't actually managed to create the duchy as I originally intended this episode, but we've come some way to securing our bloodline. The only problem now is that we have too many sons, and that is something that we'll need to look to change for the future. As for potential territory, at the moment I'm kind of happy with the 2 islands that we have. But that's not to say if a claim doesn't come up in the future, or if the the territory is fairly close to me, I will obviously try and take it for my own. But for the moment, I'm not going to be actively seeking to gain more territory, at least for the moment, because what I need to be focusing on is essentially making sure that we transition into a feudal society rather than a tribal one, to enable me to institute a more favourable succession law. I don't know if I'll be able to do it, because I think you might have to up your legitimacy research when it comes to technologies and stuff. I'll have a quick look before the next episode. But until next time, I have been Strategical Gamer, and thank you very much for watching. And if you're new, please subscribe, comment, and tell me how you think this series is going. But thank you very much for watching, and bye bye for now.